Hello, and welcome to the Box Banter podcast.
That's the title.
Our F1 podcast, based in Australia.
Yep.
You know, for those of you who have joined us,
As we can see,
I think you can tell that's an Australian flag.
pretty proud Australian here with the flag. Yeah, that's why you got the checkers over there.
Yeah,
I demanded the Australian flag.
Monaco is one of those races that is commonly shit. So I'm curious to know your thoughts on this round.
Yeah.
But I want to rip in with probably the most important piece of news. How excited were you to see Kim K finally at a Formula One Grand Prix?
Tell you what, with your intro there, I was like, wow, we're getting straight into it. We're getting serious.
When do I ever mess around?
You must have some hot topics to kick off with. And you started with the hottest topic, so I'm proud of you.
None is
I'm
hotter
super
than,
proud of you. Yeah,
than,
that's what I mean.
Well, hang on. First of all, let me set some ground rules, right? This is the first ground rule.
Okay.
She will no longer be referred to by name from here on out.
Okay.
So she will now be known as Hamilton's girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this
so
because
if you're bringing her up, only refer to her as Hamilton's girlfriend.
Hamilton's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Is it because she shunned Marty?
That's part of it. Yeah, that's part of it.
I didn't see that, but of course it made news, so I heard about it. Come across my feed that she shunned.
Okay, so
Marty.
did you not watch the grid walk?
No.
Okay. What is wrong with you? I'm really questioning just everything about you right now.
Oh, I actually had it
lately?
on. No, I probably missed it because I think I turned the coverage on maybe 15 minutes before race start.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't much going on. I must have missed the grid walk.
Well, we can't talk about the grid walk because you didn't watch it. But
you can tell me the goods. I mean,
well, the goods there wasn't any goods.
It was pretty rude of Lulu's girlfriend, who is now a part of the Formula One fraternity. You are now in this. You are in this, and you still shun Marty. It's a no-no. It's a known thing that you don't do that.
Well, it was definitely one of the worst grid walks that I've seen in a long time. And I don't really blame Martin Brundle for that. I partially blame Sky Sports because this is the beast that they've created. But every Hollywood wanker, wherever they came from, whatever little nook they came from, crawled out to attend this event.
Of course.
None of them wanted to talk to him.
What are the highlights? Any highlights?
Clearly, none of them watch Formula One.
Any highlights?
I don't know.
Standout.
To be honest, I didn't really know most of them. There's some football dude, and there was a couple of actors, and then obviously there was Lulu's girlfriend. But I really feel for Formula One fans who switch on these days, and this is the kind of shit they have to deal with now. This is what our sport has come to. It's a massive popularity contest.
It's a who's who of the grid.
Yeah, and I get Monaco again is a snooze fest of a race, and we'll dive into that soon. But
the important stuff first.
Yeah, but I know that they have to put extra emphasis on the grid walk because this is probably, to be fair, what most people are tuning in for now.
Yeah, the GTS people and
yeah. Who's attending Monaco? And
who's there?
Oh yeah, which Kardashians came and blah. Yeah,
they played there, weren't they?
There's a couple of them. There's a few.
I think in qualifying I saw that, or I heard. I shouldn't say I saw because I couldn't pick him out of a lineup, to be honest with you. But was it Chloe and Kim were there? I think.
Well, you'd know.
What a great sister!
Would know.
What a great sister! Bloody Lulu's girlfriend sister is.
Well, I actually asked my partner what she thought about Kim. Sorry. I broke my rule. Sorry.
Lulu's girlfriend.
Lulu's girlfriend shunning Martin and not having an interview.
Yeah.
And she said she was extremely disappointed in her.
Yeah.
And I said, why?
From the Kardashian, keeping up with the Kardashians?
I don't think it went that far. But don't be crazy. Don't talk nonsense.
It's not that serious. It's not that deep.
But I said, why were you so disappointed in that? And she said, well, I get if you don't watch F1 that you don't want to look like you don't belong there.
Right.
But why couldn't she have played it as in this is the first time I've come to the event and this is incredible and seeing all this up close and go Lulu.
Yeah.
I assume she calls her Lulu as well.
Yeah, the best too.
But it was none of that. So
it is funny. I do wonder, is it a little bit awkward when they go home? Do they go home and he goes, I've seen what you did to Marty. This reflects bad on me.
How dare you do that?
This looks bad.
I was going to say Formula One greatness, but it's probably broadcasting greatness at this point.
Yeah. You just got to wonder, it's like if you recommend someone to work at your employment and they embarrass you and you go, this looks bad on me.
Yeah, true.
It's kind of like a similar thing here. Lulu's gone, hey, You're your own person, but come into my world. Come to my, you're obviously going to be on TV. I mean, nobodies who are models, Charles's girlfriend, always on TV. And you're like, I don't know who this person is. Lulu's girlfriend's a little different. She's got her own thing going on. So then he welcomes her into his world, and then she just goes and, I hope management talk to Lulu about this and just go, is she in or is she out?
I'm surprised that we've managed to talk about this for 5 minutes.
It was a serious topic.
So I'm going to use this to segue. Hamilton had a excellent weekend. It was a great weekend for him.
Yeah, truly.
But I personally feel that that's all undone by the fact that he even brought her to the track. Like, I'm so disappointed in that from him.
What are the chances he did bring her?
So I think that everything that he achieved this weekend is nullified because he did that to the sport.
Maybe he didn't bring her. Maybe she's just her own woman and she just went, what I feel like doing this weekend?
Maybe.
Despite the fact my boyfriend's there, this has nothing to do with him. Maybe I just feel like going to the Formula One.
Maybe he allowed him to race there.
She allowed him?
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, hey, you'd like this going in circles thing? There's an event on.
Maybe his balls, have to be within, 2 kilometers of the racetrack to use them. So she's got them. So he's like, you have to come with me now.
Right, yeah, okay.
But as long as they're in the vicinity.
Well, you do need some balls to race around Monaco. Yeah. So she's got to be there. Yeah. Speaking of big cojones, Kimi Antonelli. I have to say, after this weekend, this is his 5th win in a row, but after this weekend and specifically qualifying, I'm on the hype train. Now I'm thinking, okay, this kid a generational talent?
It's scary, eh? I mean, it's funny because it was such a surprising quality because he didn't put a purple sector in. When they're picking who to watch and who to bring up the graphic of what they're doing, it's based on who's doing well. And he was clearly doing well, but there was no purple sectors. So they weren't even showing him. They weren't even showing his splits. It was just like, bang, to the top, which was the best. That was awesome. But, man, unreal.
We know that Monaco is more famous for its qualifying, but this was probably one of the best qualifyings in a long time.
Well, I texted you. I think it might be one of the best qualifyings I've ever seen. For surprise,
you're going there. Wow.
Recency bias aside, it was exciting. It was unpredictable. I mean, full disclosure, I watched it the next morning, and you may have still taken your own liabilities to text me at 1 a.m. Nothing specific, slightly vague, but enough to have me curious. You texted me something like, damn, you mentioned kid?
I said Max is a beast.
Yeah, but I actually didn't see that.
Right.
So that's fine.
So you're blind
I literally didn't see that one.
As well as dumb and deaf.
Yeah. No, I just saw the notification when I got up in the morning. I was like, whoa. But I did see it was like...
Yeah. Did you see the photo I sent to you as well with it?
No,
little side action.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I did. Yeah. The three, the great, the goat of... man, I had a busy night. Anyway, the fact is, I think you referenced like the kid or something. And I was like, yeah, there's probably only one person you're talking about. But when I think was it Charles first? And I was like, oh, maybe that's what you're talking about. And I could understand if you called him a kid, whatever. So
Charles ain't no kid no more.
Yeah, so I was like, very impressive. And I was like, is that what you're talking about? Okay.
Charles is starting, he might be the kid, but maybe more like the spastic kid now.
Yeah. He's lost, you're right. But so that happened first. That was the first hit. And it was like, wow, that was awesome. You watched the struggle lap, you watched the and then that was impressive that he just was able to do that. And then it was the Max lap, and you're like, okay, Max is back. Here we go. And that's what you're talking about. I was like, all right, a bit weird to call him a kid, but again, he's back. It's an exciting term to use.
Max is as manly as they come.
It's true. But I was like, that must be it, right? That's the last punch I saw happening. And I was like, all right, cool.
Well, Oscar, just to clarify, Oscar didn't come into your head once?
No, God, no. I was watching that qualifying, and it was...
Sorry, Oscar.
Man...
Sorry, Oscar.
It's tough. I'm hating that this is becoming every week, but he just didn't have a punch to throw. He literally just managed for the first time all weekend to outpace Lando, and that's great.
So if Oscar isn't a kid, what is he?
He's a kid, but he's not the kid.
He's like the little like wussy kid, at the moment.
He's not the kid.
He's a little undersized.
He's like, no, you know what he is? He's the middle child.
He's the middle child. Right,
he's had his day, but his day, unfortunately, it's over.
Yeah, okay. You would know.
Exactly right.
Being a fellow middle child.
Exactly right. Yeah. So, look, that qualifying was great. And I've got to say, that race was... I love Mercedes. Whether it was Mercedes or Antonelli's call, I love what they did in that race.
I respect it.
Yeah,
I respect it. Putting the pedal down and doing the
they
exact
had no reason
opposite
to
to last year.
Yeah. Even if they had, even if they didn't have last year's rules where it kind of forced you to play it out the way they did, there's still no real reason to go balls to the wall like they did. You don't have to. Maybe you run more risk doing it that way. I wonder if it's a mentality thing. I don't know what notes you have, so I don't want to get into it too much, I guess. But I wonder if they're like, he's better.
Just let him cook
the fuck in. If you try to reel him in, that's where we find mistakes might kick in.
I imagine that he's setting flying lap after flying lap after flying lap, and Bono was like, he's like, boys, we got to calm him down. He needs to pull back. Yeah. And Toto was like, no, let him cook.
Yeah,
let him cook. Let him cook.
And I got to say, who does that remind you of?
Maxi.
No.
Not Hamilton.
No.
I don't know.
Senna.
Wow, we're going that far back. Jeez. Okay. You just want to pull up this.
Does it not
this
make
comparison?
You? It's seriously though. That's you just go balls to the wall flat out as fast as you can. Mm-hmm. You don't let outside elements dictate the fact that you could or should be slowing down.
Yeah, I mean, fair comparison, I guess, in that sense. But it is kind of funny how at the end there, the safety car comes out, and then there's red flag, and all of that is for nothing anyway.
Yeah, except for the fact
and so it sort of proves that they did not need to do that, and they probably history has shown that you probably don't need to do that. And yet he went out, and you know what he was doing? He was peacocking. He was putting all his flowers out, and he was like, "Look what I can do around here, boys."
Exactly.
I mean, granted, he probably does still have the best car, but look how much George struggled out there. So
it's just unreal. But was it not the weirdest thing ever seeing a 3-car restart? Was that not just boggle to the mind?
A 3-car restart.
Yeah, that last restart wasn't. I only saw 3 cars there. Because the field, once they all unlapped themselves, every damn car, were on the other side of the circuit. So there's only 3 cars lined up ready to go on the restart.
Yeah, true.
I've never seen that before. That was whack.
Only at Monaco.
And it's only at Monaco. It's only at Monaco when the leader puts the pace down. I mean, he was lapping guys at lap 10.
Well, yeah, I messaged you that. How dare you steal my tidbit?
Regardless of where it come from, fact's a fact. I saw it on my TV.
I said, Bottas is he's about to get lapped here, and it's lap 9. This is incredible.
See, you're wrong. It was lap 10 that he got the job done.
No, but I messaged you on lap 9.
Pre-delivery. Yeah, go.
So you mentioned Senna, which allows me to move us on to, unfortunately, having to bring up his name again, despite his transgressions of the weekend. Mm-hmm. Hamilton now equals Senna for podiums at Monaco.
That's a good transition. Nice.
Is that a sign of his true greatness, do you think?
Why?
Well, you keep harping on about Senna's the GOAT.
Oh, whose greatness are you talking about? Senna?
Yeah. No. No. Well, Hamilton now,
No one counts podiums. Who counts podiums?
Undisputedly.
Yeah, but...
The GOAT?
No. What? No.
No one counts podiums. Well, somebody bloody counted 8 of Senna's podiums and then compared that to Hamilton.
Okay. Senna only raced for 10 years.
True. Yes. Yeah.
He got 8 podiums in his 10-year career. True, he should have won another one that he famously put into the wall.
Yeah. Okay. So do better, Hamilton. Honestly, do better.
He should be, realistically, if he wants to be on the levels of Senna, he should have 16 podiums right now.
Yeah, true.
16, and then come at me. Then come to the table.
Okay. So Senna's still well and truly the GOAT, in your opinion?
God, yeah. Fuck Hamilton's 125,000 wins, whatever he's got. No good.
Yeah, in that 9-year turbo hybrid era. It felt like 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. No good.
So with Kimi, unfortunately, embarrassing the hell out of George, do you feel sorry for George at all?
God damn, man.
Do you feel sorry for George that his career is taking the same trajectory as our own Daniel Ricciardo's?
No, it's worse than Ricciardo's.
It's worse than Ricciardo's?
He can't hold a candle to Kimi at the moment. In, what race are we on now? 7, 8, 9 maybe? He has not been able to touch the bloke since Australia. Or since the sprint in China.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
For 20 seconds, he thought he was going to be world champion.
Literally. But again, I've said this every week. The job's, especially in Monaco, the job's done in quali. Kimi's embarrassing him well before, shit can go wrong. The race didn't go right for George either. But man, you're racing in 5th, 6th for a reason.
Well, yeah. I mean, with Monaco, the only thing that matters is putting in the fastest lap in qualifying. And you'd think that with George's experience, and especially around Monaco, and, in the same machinery, you would think that if there was going to be a weekend that George would have one over Kimi, it was this weekend.
Yeah,
and that this would be the start of him maybe making a championship fight back. And instead, he's only been dug into a further hole. And, yes, the penalties hurt. And, yes, Mercedes, for some reason, forgot to
apply the penalty.
And it just,
That's on the level.
Looked like complete amateurs.
Not quite on the level because it didn't cost my race win, but that's almost on the level of Red Bull not bringing tyres out for Ricciardo.
Well, yeah,
let's do a pit stop with no tyres.
It's the same sort of level. Let's do a pit stop, forgetting that we have to do a penalty and touch the car straight away.
It's like they thought because he had to double stack that they could just count that. There's your 5 seconds. He had to sit and wait anyway. But no.
Yeah, so now he's found himself 60-odd points down off the
is he not in
the
third
championship?
He is.
Oh,
he's in third.
Hamilton has now leapfrogged
that's
George Russell. That's how bad his year has gotten in the span of 4 races.
That's
4 or 5 races.
You can't do that. I mean, seriously, man.
At this point,
this
it's almost
level of dominance Mercedes are having is equal, if not better, than the start of their turbine hybrid era. Rosberg and Hamilton 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Unless there was dramas, DNF related issues, crashing into each other, major issues. It was easy seal up 1-2 every race all year.
Yeah.
What is George doing?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say.
Kimi's out the front 30 seconds in the lead.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say.
Damn.
Don't worry. Forget about the penalties for a minute. He was supposed to put that car on pole, and he didn't.
Yeah.
He had nothing, not only for Kimi, but he didn't have anything for Max, who he's in just the bomb of a vehicle, and he just drove that thing out of his skin. I think again,
he's behind both McLarens.
I mean, the amount of Max glazing I'm doing lately is just draining me. But
wait, someone's got to do it. Apparently,
but he's deserving. I mean, you look at what he does around there, and you go, "This dude, don't give him the best car because it will be game over."
Yeah.
And I do really hope actually that. Just I thought of this right now. I actually do hope that Red Bull sort their shit out, keep him in the sport, give him a good car next year, because I want to sit here next year, and if Oscar's not in the picture, of course, that goes without saying. If Oscar's not in the picture, Max v Kimi would be an excellent
and that's what we were
championship battle
of in this race.
But 100%
with the pace Kimi was happy to run, I would have loved to have seen Max trying to. Race with him.
I reckon Max had the starting failure and, somehow managed to avoid disaster. When you see that, you're just waiting for it. It's almost like you see it even before it happens. And somehow everyone avoided him and he managed to live another day. But I reckon that because, we know that Hadjar's car had electrical problems throughout the whole race, that he probably could have kept going. But I reckon he was like, there is no fucking way I am sitting in 22nd for 78 laps and just wasting my time. I reckon he was like, I'm pulling this in the pits. I'm parking it up. I'm going home.
Well, yeah. I mean, I saw his social post on Facebook. It said one word. The one word he said was like gutted or disappointed, whatever. But then it was, but got home early. It's like, you're right. Where he was probably just like, well, that's a shame. But you know what? There's always a bright side here.
I'd love to know.
Get to leave.
But I reckon they probably could have gotten that car. Once it got going, he could have ran the race.
It's amazing. Well, I'd love to know what happened because he had obviously the out lap, all the time on the grid, the reconnaissance lap. Totally fine. No dramas. Obviously got the revs built up. He had no idea until it just didn't go.
No. I mean, I said to you, there's basically I gave you two scenarios of what was going to happen at the race start. One, Kimi was going to bottle the race start because that's just what he has been doing all year. That seems to be his only weakness. And Verstappen was going to take the lead and then just run off and probably collect maybe his one and only win of the season.
Which would have been a worse race because I don't think he'd do it with the pace that Kimi did it.
That's true. That is true. But at the same time, I kind of would like to have seen that. I hope Max does get a race win this season. It would be a great shame if he doesn't, I think. But I think this was his best chance, and now that's gone. So that was the first scenario. The second one was they take each other out.
Yeah.
Neither of them letting up because it's all or nothing here, essentially. and the Ferraris swing on through for a 1-2. Neither of those happened. And unfortunately, Max he was shooting blanks.
Yeah, that's incredible. A couple of things. So last week I said George would get the pole and the win.
Yeah.
So I'm outing myself here.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like you said,
Idiot.
Yeah, God, dumb. I thought the history of George would throw, would bear fruit.
Sure. Okay.
And I thought Kimi would be the one who'd just have a dreadful weekend. I said the words I said. He'd come out and just go balls to the walls from the start. You need to no. He must be. Kimi is one of. I got a quick list. There's 10 drivers that got investigated during the race. Mm-hmm. We saw how many people sort of hit the wall through practice. Kimi is one of the only drivers that had a 100% weekend. No fault.
Yeah.
No issues, no dramas, no nothing. He just cleaned up.
Well, it was his first career Grand Slam.
Oh, did he get the Grand Slam?
He got the Grand Slam.
God, he's got to be the youngest. Tell me that. He's got to be the youngest to get a Grand Slam.
Well, he would have to be,
He'd have to be the earliest in this point of a career.
Yeah. So...
Fifth win in a row.
This kid was manufactured by Formula One in this era specifically. He's just... you can see the way he carries himself. The way in the red flag, he's walking up and down pit lane. He literally looked like he was walking like he had 2 giant bowling balls for testicles. The kid has confidence now.
Yeah.
And it's just now he's looking like an assassin. Now he doesn't look like this boy who's trying to figure out the ropes and he's got talent, but he's just got to iron. It's no, he now looks like a dead set killer.
He's here. It's sad, man, because last year we predicted early on, Oscar 3 wins in a row. He's gonna be the winningest Australian by the end of the year. He's gonna be all these great things.
Wait, did we curse Oscar?
Oh, maybe. All these great things. I don't know what he landed on. What did he land on? I think he tied Ricciardo, 8 wins. I think he still hasn't beat Marks. Bloody Kimi's going to be the most winningest Australian driver by the end of the year as a non-Australian. Right, he's going to have more wins than any Australian in his second year in the sport by the end of this year.
He'll have more wins than any Australian driver in history as a comparison to...
It's crazy how year-on-year things can change. And no one predicted this.
No.
I mean, bloody George has got 1 win this year.
Yeah.
And Kimi's
and it's looking like he may not get another one.
I'm sure he will, but that's crazy. I mean, I heard on lap 1, and this I failed to even believe this when they said it over the commentary, but I guess it makes sense because you said about his bottling the starts. The first time in his career, he'd led from pole. Mm-hmm. Led lap 1 off pole, and I was like, what? Yeah. This is his 5th race win. How in a row as well? How has he not led lap 1?
That's funny.
From the pole at least all year? But like you just said, I didn't even think about that. The fact that he likes to make it hard for himself.
Look, I tell you what, he's lucky that there's no other car on the grid that can really compete with him right now, because that would be trouble. You know, if you were clearly the fastest driver out there, but you had starting issues and that was just dropping you into the pack, you're probably not winning from there.
Well, that's the thing. We get with these regs, the fact that he can pass with these cars is probably saving him.
Well, yeah,
if you have last year's cars where it's imperative that you get the start in the position you're in and you don't lose off the start, and hopefully gain at least, because you couldn't pass with those dirty air cars. Last year would have been a very different story. I don't know what starts he was getting. He's never in a contention to win a race, but he's definitely benefiting. If that's his one weakness, which it seems to be, he's benefiting from the fact that the cars can pass.
So before we rip into the categories, you're saying you enjoyed Monaco. It was a good race.
Yeah. Even if we didn't have all the hoopla at the end of the race, it was awesome to see a pacey Monaco Grand Prix. It's just, I genuinely can't remember the last time we've seen a race with that much attrition and pace.
Well, I sit here wondering how many people made that same connection. How many people watched the race and understood that Kimi wasn't just, punching it in.
Yeah.
He was going hard at it.
Yeah.
As if he could lose that lead any second. In comparison to what we have usually had to endure through Monaco.
I mean, I was in two states of mind. Initially, I was kind of like, oh, man, he's just going to drive away with this. We want to see... there's no chance for a pass. But then it was like, oh, wait. there's not a chance for a pass anyway. At least if there's pace, it unlocks potential undercuts. You get, what they say, George was losing 2 seconds a lap to Kimi. That opens up gaps and allows for strategy to take place. It allows for...
Honestly, I was looking forward to the moment that Antonelli was going to lap Russell. Yeah. If that safety car didn't come out, I'm telling you, I reckon he would have.
He probably would have. Yeah. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, it was a great race because what do you expect from Monaco Grand Prix? You're not going to get overtaking much, if any, and if they are, they're never going to be like for a lead change. Like you might get someone gets caught out.
Yeah, 18th over took 17th.
Yeah, like that's really all you're really going to get. So you know what to expect, but this was the best that you can get from a Monaco Grand Prix. Everyone had pace. There was, the track breaking up helps. That adds, That's always going to add excitement.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that happened. Do you have that note anyway?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to it. But that was a great Monaco Grand Prix.
All right, let's rip into the categories. Yeah. So since you're all happy and excited by it, so final boss is the first category that we award to someone, an individual, an entity, a company, personality, a team, an event,
a celebrity,
a time.
A celebrity could be.
Yeah, could be. I hope it's
Don't
not.
go anywhere, Lulu's girlfriend. Could be you.
Yeah, more success for you. More limelight here on the Box Box Banter podcast. Okay, so the first what do we call them? What do
they call it in the like the Oscars? They're
nominees.
Yeah,
that's a good one. Yeah, nominee. Yep, makes us sound more classy.
It does. Yeah, very classy.
So the first nominee for final boss is Kimi, for obvious reasons. Grand Slam.
Winning the race. Pole position.
Pole.
Yeah.
5th win in a row.
Fastest lap.
Yeah. The second nominee, Martin Brundle on the grid walk. Don't push me, mate. I'm nearly famous.
Is that what he said? That's pretty funny. Who did you say that to?
It was someone's security guard. Yep.
I'm nearly famous. That's pretty good.
It is actually quite incredible how many people on the grid walk don't know who Martin Brundle is.
But that's because for us, that's all we've known.
No,
forever.
I get that. But you'd almost think that, hey, if you've got a grid walk pass, if a guy with a Sky Sports microphone approaches you, don't stop him. He kind of has the keys to the castle in this little
this is how
area
one-dimensional it is for us, because I could agree with you, but I also believe that every other network out there has their own version of a grid walk.
Nah, I don't think so. I mean,
if you've got the Dutch bloody group who look after so many countries, whatever, they've got someone out there trying to do the same thing, I reckon.
How much do you reckon it costs to get a ticket onto that grid walk? What do you reckon that looks like? Is that like 100,000?
I reckon.
Is that stupid to say 100,000?
No, I don't think so. So for no comparison, even at all closely, but I went to a GT race like last year at the Sydney Motorsport Park, which is like hilarious. We're talking about this right now. An all-inclusive package, which included, you get on the truck to drive around the track and, hospitality and the grid walk. I think that was like $3,500. Is
that all?
For Sydney, for Sydney Motorsport Park for a GT event where there was like 50 people in the crowd.
Okay, for a GT event. Okay, fair. Yeah.
So I could like to imagine that it's, what did you say? 100,000?
100,000.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably on that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I reckon, but you'd get that paddock, you get the pass for that. Yeah. You get to go up in the bloody corporate events.
Yeah. You get to have one of those sick little Ferrari headsets, and you stand in a little booth at the back of the garage.
Like you're getting.
You're sending team orders to, like, hey, I reckon you should pass that guy.
Yeah, but really they're just not plugged in.
I
reckon that'd be over 100K.
Or they got old audio from like previous races playing.
That was Terry Crews. I'm sure you were there. Yeah. Let us know. Let us know what you
we've got to protect team secrets around here. Right? Before they start playing music and telling us to get off the stage, we'll give you the third nominee. The FIA for handing out penalties left, right and centre to generate drama.
Generate drama, you reckon?
Well, I've pretty much heard every driver swear black and blue that they did not exceed speed limits. And when have you ever seen that in the history of the sport?
Yeah.
Never.
No. Absolutely, something was wrong. Something was way out of whack. And I'd love to know what, because, again, they've been practicing qualifying. If it was simply the radar gun was out of calibration, you think they would have picked it up. But something was 100% wrong.
Yeah, that did never, ever happen.
I don't know if we've seen a speeding in pit lane penalty all year.
Possibly
let alone
not.
getting to Monaco and having 6-7 drivers cop it.
Oh.
And who was it? Got 2. One of the drivers got 2.
Gasly,
I think it was Gasly.
Yeah.
So he pitted, and I'm guessing the second one was when he did his drive-through, he then sped again.
Yeah, that was Gasly.
I mean, come on. There's absolutely...
Yeah.
And I think I read they are putting an appeal in or something.
Right.
Something went majorly wrong, and it was not the cars.
So, who's your final boss then? Who do you think we should award it to?
It's got to be Kimi. Has to be Kimi.
Yeah.
First Grand Slam, 5 wins in a row.
Yeah.
Comes from behind in qualifying. It's not like,
that's
he
true.
comes out and gets the job done in lap 1. Everyone's got to chase him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where he was. He wasn't first. He wasn't second in qualifying at the time. He had to put that lap together to have a chance to win this race.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Yeah. Well, like I said at the beginning, at the top of the episode, this is probably the first race where I've gone, okay. Yeah. This is the one where I've tilted forward. I've gone, okay. Yeah, he's
that's how it went.
Yeah, I tilted.
Yeah.
I tilted. I was like, okay, this kid is actually legit.
As much as the Monaco Grand Prix generally doesn't produce good racing, the commitment you need to put a lap together in qualifying is the highest of all the tracks, easily.
Yeah.
So to go out and we saw, man, I said to you, it didn't end up happening, but I said to you just during practice 3, there's going to be like an aeroplane crash here with how taily all these cars are.
Good point. I actually expected a lot more carnage.
Yeah, like there was some
kind of
cars that looked pretty well out of control at a lot of points where it made me go, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
and then they got to just go and do another lap. You know.
So I tilted and you cocked.
Yeah, I was cocking everywhere, big time cock. So the amount of commitment you needed.
Okay, let's not get too over the top now. All right,
reel it in.
That's small time.
That's the commitment they need, and I've never seen the cars this out of control. Like in ages, like all of them were having big moments. The fact that he went out and put that lap together is final boss worthy alone. Even if he didn't win the race, for that qualifying session alone, I think I would have given it to him.
Yeah. Well done, Kimi. The noob achievement. Okay, so your noob, everyone knows what a noob is. So, first achievement is Hamilton's girlfriend dodging Brundle's interview because she knows fuck all about Formula One.
Yeah,
it's pretty noob.
I like that. Yeah.
Nominee 2, Mercedes, for forgetting to serve their penalty and making sure George was left dead and buried.
God, that's ripping. That is ripping.
Yeah. I'm wordsmith.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Number C, the Haas touching each other's bums, ending Behrman's race. Or no, they touched each other's wangs, I think.
You have to explain that to me. What happened? Was that in the lap 1 or something?
Yeah, lap 1 incident. They just
couple of
had a little
getting together.
Yeah, they had a little touchy touch, and then Behrman had to retire pretty much a couple.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And everyone knows. Teams don't touch each other.
No, that was rule number 1. Oscar tried to defy that rule.
Look what happened to him. They ripped the championship out of his hands.
No, I'm talking about in Monaco.
What do you mean?
I don't blame Oscar. He squeezed Norris, which is good.
No, yeah, but
Norris didn't have his business trying to pass 2 cars around the outside of turn 1. He had no business.
Right. Yeah.
He had no business doing that. So I don't blame Oscar one bit. I think he held his ground, but he definitely put all of the responsibility into Norris to not crash.
I didn't realize what you're saying, but can we still talk about how they ripped the championship from his hands last year?
Oh yeah, God yeah. I mean we'll get back to that at some point, I'm sure. Look,
what are we feeling here? There's a couple.
The Kim one's good because it's like you said. Do you not get the memo?
Who are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, Lily's girlfriend.
Oh, yes.
Did Lewis not give you the memo? I mean, that's a bit rude. Did he not say, listen, Marty's absolutely going to hunt you down?
Yeah, how does he not give her the heads up?
Yeah. Unless he's in the headlines.
Yeah. I mean, F1 probably posted more about her than any other single driver over the weekend. Yeah. They are just
they're loving that she's
gooning
involved.
over her. Yeah. Just have you seen that South Park meme of the guy sitting at the computer and there's just jizz everywhere?
Yeah.
That was F1 all weekend over Kim. As soon as they got wind that she was there, they were just post happy.
Maybe she's camera shy.
Yeah, what? Because she was wearing clothes. So let's give this to Mercedes.
Let me show you my good side.
Let's give this to Mercedes, I think. Yeah. I mean, how do you forget to serve a penalty? Honestly,
that's true. Did they forget that they had one?
Some Ferrari at Monaco bullshit right there.
Yeah. No, I forgot that was even a nominee. To be honest, I just love talking about Kim.
Who?
Yeah, Lily's girlfriend.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean there's no explanation. Did they have any explanation for him?
I don't know. Probably.
Was the second
Probably
penalty
some
5
bullshit.
seconds as well, or was it more?
No, it was a drive-through.
Yeah, because I feel
Yeah.
like this happened before, and the second penalty is quite harsh. It's like it's like an extra you stupid penalty.
Well, when they restarted, he sort of seemed like he was backing up the pack, and I was like, "Oh, that's actually smart. You back up the pack, you take your thing, your penalty, and if you've backed them up enough, you know, you might be able to like still gain some points there if they were in a slow clump." But then I was like, "Well, this is Monaco. You're not passing anyone, so just
Yeah,
just
you
get
need
to the back.
You need to go flat out and do your penalties as late as possible.
Yeah,
in order to try to get a gap. It's just a cock up, eh? I mean, is just, it doesn't get much worse than that. Especially at this track.
Mercedes, they're just basically making sure that George well and truly cannot touch anything.
Do you reckon he got a lick of sleep last night? Oh, actually, last night. Yeah, Monaco time last night.
From what I've seen, and I haven't seen a heck of a lot, because honestly, I don't think that the Monaco race was that great. So I haven't really watched a lot of post-race stuff. But what I have seen, he seems to be taking it exceptionally calm, like a man who has already, admitted defeat.
So that's sort of what I felt from Norris last year after Zandvoort.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was the Norris we got, where it's almost like my excuse has now been laid out in front of me as to why I wouldn't win this championship.
Yeah.
And that's when he all of a sudden, with help of McLaren, but that's when he all of a sudden turned things around. So maybe this is George. He's gone, you know what, I'm 62 points behind. The DNF in Canada was on my fault. This whole cockabout is not my fault. Maybe he's now gone, all right, I will not win this championship, but there is enough bullshit that's happened that people cannot blame me. So maybe now he'll start to settle down.
He's off the hook.
And reel things back in a little bit.
All right, the buffed achievement. So buffed is to a nominee who has had the biggest increase in performance.
Yeah, sure. Week on week.
Yeah, typically week on week, but sometimes different.
So what do we got? Something different?
No.
Okay.
So the first nominee is Isaac Hadjar. So he puts it into the wall in practice and he holds out for a podium.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Second nominee, Racing Balls. Your man, Liam Lawson, P5, and Lindblad, P6. Double points and a good collection of points too. It's not just a 9 or 10.
Made an overtake on Hulkenberg down the front straight.
Yeah.
Or on Albon.
Yes. Yep. And the third nominee, Aston Martin, scores a point. They actually get a point this season. Alonso, bagging P10.
They just did that to fucking make me look stupid.
It's my favourite thing, honestly.
No one probably watched last week's episode, so I'm just dobbing myself in again. But I predicted that they would not win a...
You're forgetting, a lot of people do listen to us. Podcasts, audio first, video second.
Yeah.
And we actually have good numbers in Spotify.
Yeah.
I
never checked it. I got to get the login.
Yeah.
Because I'm just
so
fully
stop
believing
disrespecting
I apologise.
our lovely podcast
Apologise to
listeners.
the Spotify. I am a fellow Spotify listener. I don't watch anybody on YouTube.
I expect a written email to every single one of those 13 people.
To apologise to.
You missed my joke. There's only 13 people.
Damn it! That was good. No, Joyce. You know what?
No, we're in triple figures. So just
really?
Yes.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you to all the Spotify listeners. That makes me happy. You can't see me because you're on Spotify, but I'm smiling.
Yeah. You don't want to see you. Trust me.
No.
I have to see you, and I regret my decision.
Listen. You got to give it to Hadjar, I think. I mean, we've said you've said more so than me, that he was looking like the typical Red Bull number 2 driver these last couple of races. You said he'd fallen back into that second Red Bull seat.
Did I?
You had mentioned or referenced it, I believe.
Did I?
I think you did. So I think this weekend, I reckon you may have.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, I reckon you did. Absolutely sounds like you. You're a fucking
like
negative Nelly. Anyway, the fact that he has had a couple of down weeks, comes into Monaco, crashes, has the commentators saying he's way too fiery. Effectively, he's way too fiery for this track. The way he gets on the radio and is just 110% straight away. And even the commentators are like, you can't drive this track in that mood, you know?
True.
So the fact that he has the crash, he's already worked up, but then he also has these issues in the race that if you're ever going to have an issue like that, Monaco is the place because you can just do what he did and hold everyone off. But yeah, the fact that he was able to control all of that and to come out with a podium, a couple of things had to go his way. I mean, George got the undercut on him, but a couple of things had to go his way. But it's, great work. He wouldn't have got it if Max was in the race.
No. So, hang on. So, was that you making the case that we awarded to Hadjar?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You're not impressed by Aston Martin scoring a point?
Well, like I said, they just did it to make me feel bad. It's a spite point. It's a spite point.
I knew that Liam Lawson wasn't going to get any love from you ever. So it's fitting that it's probably Isaac Hadjar.
It's got to be Hadjar. I mean,
gets it.
Again,
Although
it's also we're talking about a 2-time world champion scoring 1 point.
Yeah, true. Wow, you're really changing your tone on your man.
I'm just selling my initial thoughts here about Hadjar.
Alonso usually fills your mouth.
Don't talk about my private time.
In every kind of way imaginable, but now look at you turning. Look at you turning on him.
They made me look bad, man. Did I not sit here last week and literally said Cadillac and Aston Martin will not score a point all year?
Yeah.
And I said it'll actually be a race between who changes their name before scoring
6 days later. Bam.
Perez should have got a point, and then he got a fourth penalty. And Alonso. So both teams technically had a chance of scoring a point there.
Look, I agree with you. We do give it to Hadjar. However, I am disappointed in him for not being penalised or not crashing it and getting out of the way of our boy. Because our boy was so close to a podium just by doing nothing, essentially. Just letting others collect penalties and, to be fair, that's probably the smartest way to try and have success at Monaco. Just do nothing. Just do nothing.
Yeah, and stay clean and hope
you could get a podium. And it almost worked. So I'm kind of disappointed in Hadjar for just not binning it or something, or just make the car shitter.
Man, some serious things have to go his way to get that podium.
That's true.
Think about what happened to Charles, think about what happened to Russell, think about what happened to Max. That's just straight away. And when said this
Gasly. He was on for a P3. He kind of fell victim to the whole, pit lane calamity
he was
as well.
Having a good race.
I got him later on. Don't worry. Okay. I did not forget because I watched the whole race. I did doze off for about 10 laps in there.
Yeah,
and I woke up under safety cars and I was like, oh, who crashed? Who crashed?
We did the same thing.
Yeah.
See?
And then I was like, oh, Stroll. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
No, I dozed off at some point. I remember hearing Norris had a misfire, and then I woke up and Norris was out.
He was out.
And 6 drivers had red exclamation marks. And I was like, what the fuck? And then there was the safety car, and then there was another, and then the Charles, and then there was a red flag. I was, what the fuck? The race just erupted.
Yeah.
Erupted.
Yeah, I thought I was dreaming.
Yeah.
Still, But anyway.
I saw enough to do the pod, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, gifted to have you here.
I'm sure a lot of other people fell asleep. So what we're doing is filling in the gaps. Hopefully their sleep offset our sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we need to next time, right? I'll take the first stint of like lap 20 to lap 35.
Yeah.
And you take the second stint of like lap 35 to like lap 50.
Listen, it was like,
and then the viewers can shut off at lap 50, go to bed, get a good night's sleep, and then we'll fill in on the end.
Well, I think I saw some result sheets today. Wasn't the race like 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Well, because of the red flag
time. Yeah. So it was like, probably ended up being one of the longest Monaco Grand Prix, despite the actual pace that we were running at.
True.
Which is coincidental.
So this does, lead me into the next category, which there is a nominee of that nature. Right. The nerfed achievement is the next achievement / category / achievement.
Okay.
And the first nominee is the Monaco track getting shredded and dragging out the race even more.
Yeah.
So that's a nerf. That's a track nerfing.
Yeah, you texted me?
We haven't seen that since Las Vegas with the whole manhole.
But was that during the race?
No, that's true. That wasn't during the race. But we haven't seen like a full track, fuck breakdown up for a while.
Yeah, it made me think of Bathurst 2014, where turn 2 broke up exactly like that. It looked exactly like that, and they had a good 2 hour red flag time, just a break while they were. I don't know what they did at Monaco because I feel like
I don't think they did anything. I think they just sweeped it off and just said avoid the area.
Well, they actually bloody Bathurst Council were out patching the track. Yeah, so strange.
Old mate Jimmy, he was enjoying having a couple beers.
Get
day
the council
off.
out of here.
Got a call. Hey mate, can you bring the tarmac
got a
truck
couple
down?
To fix.
Yeah,
but I mean a couple of things on that track breaking up. I know we've got some categories, but it's funny the whole Charles thing. He said he's not taking the blame, and he was blaming his brakes, but did he not? Is it not the track? To me, it was the track.
So I did see a little bit of a post-race thing, and he did double down and said it was the brakes. And on top of that, I have him in another category. On top of that, he has now switched brand of brakes.
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Hamilton brought in recommended, and he brought it on his car before the Canadian Grand Prix, so before things really changed. It's a different brand of brake, which was a company. I did screenshot it. A company, a very low. Never heard of a company. They don't really flourish.
Compared to Brembo.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, Ferrari been with Brembo forever. Yeah. So this is quite a...
Well, he's only used Brembo brakes, right?
If both cars are off Brembo now, that's huge.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's very interesting.
But he's doubled down on that. So.
Yeah, so Hamilton's brought in this other company and all of a sudden he's had an uptick in performance just like that. Why can't McLaren do things like this? You bet if Norris was like, I want to use this type of brake, they'd be like, done.
No, we know.
Oscar
probably does recommend stuff and they go, Oscar, we hear you. We agree, but we're going to go with Lando on this.
Exactly right. You want dry tires on this dry track? Don't be fucking stupid. Do you not see what number one's on?
Yeah. You want a different suspension? Get the number one on your car, and then we'll talk suspension. Anyway, we're getting distracted. So nerfed so the Monaco track getting shredded.
Yeah.
Second nominee is Max Verstappen's Red Bull after putting it on the front row. Literally just got nerfed.
Yeah.
And the third nominee, Charles Leclerc's weekend after extending his contract with Ferrari.
I mean, that's just a typical Ferrari thing.
That is just such a classic. That's a classic Charles Leclerc thing. It's a classic Monaco thing, and it's a classic Ferrari thing. That all those things, he
tends to have either his best or his worst weekends at Monaco.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
There's no he just had a race.
Had a good race. I got a podium, collected a bunch of points.
I mean,
didn't put it into the wall.
He had his very first race there, very high anticipation. I think he qualified poorly and he tried to prove to everyone he could pass cars until he crashed into a car trying to pass them.
And then they said, see, we told you.
Yeah. So there was that. That was in the Sauber. Then he had the year that he got pole, but then he also hit the wall and then they risked not changing the gearbox and then he ended up not even starting the race.
Yeah.
Then he obviously got the win, which is great and all that. And then there was this weekend where he seemingly had the pole and then he got taken away and then he was on a quick lap in quali and then he hits the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the race unfolded the way it did and it was just a shocker.
And I'm pretty sure I heard they replaced the suspension and the gearbox.
Oh, they did change the gearbox? Yeah. I thought they got penalties for that. Or maybe it's an allocation thing.
Allocation thing, yeah.
I thought they just always got them. But yeah, so that he just either has just a ride of a weekend.
Yeah.
That one time.
Yeah.
Or they are just...
It's kind of just hilarious that, like, whether it is the brakes or not, and they've said that it's brakes, so I guess we'll have to just say it's the brakes, but it is kind of hilarious that, he has this contract extension, because we've been talking about this so much, like, do Ferrari keep backing him? Yeah. Did he keep backing Ferrari?
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, they're just like, they're like that like, boyfriend and girlfriend that like they break up and come back.
Yeah,
sure. They're kind of like that. They just can't separate from each other.
They're the same. Like you said, it's such a Charles Leclerc thing. It's such a Ferrari thing, and that's bang on.
Yeah. So they have these like fights and these like stupid moments and like this like he looks like an idiot one weekend and Ferrari look like an idiot one weekend but then they like get back together and they kiss and make up and then they have like ripping weekends and collect a race win on.
I mean, so when does Hamilton get re-signed at this point? Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, well,
his contract is up this year.
His contract's up next year. Oh. So he's got another year at least. Yeah.
Okay.
But, second in the championship, ahead of Charles, overtaking the other Mercedes.
Yeah.
He's not going to win it, but still impressive for, for an old dog. So
yeah, so that's good. What was the second one? The Red Bull, Rex Maxer. I'm going to give it to the track. That was the other thing I wanted to say about the track. Monaco gets 3 quarters resurfaced every year.
Wow, every year. Yeah, wow.
Every year they must rotate and 1 quarter just doesn't get done.
Right.
They do 3 quarters of that track. That track in one of the busiest cities I imagine around, they resurface 3 quarters of that track every year.
Yeah, wow.
How does that track break up? I mean, it was a big patch, so I wonder if that was the quarter that didn't get done this year.
Yeah.
And they just did a patch. But
no, it looked like it was like a new patch. It looked like it was like
but
fresh.
it wasn't a full right.
So it's like when the guys put the pothole in and then an hour later it literally did nothing.
Yeah,
because
people drove in and just
shredded up anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's the quarter that hadn't been done this last 12 months, and then so they did some patchwork, and it's just ripped it all apart. But,
I'm happy to give it to Monaco.
Yeah,
Monaco's last week I think I said something about it would be interesting to see if F1 adopted like special type weekends, so like endurance races or whatever.
Right.
I think Monaco is kind of like as close as to that as what we have in the sense of like it's different to every other race. The race is it's almost a non-factor. It's all about qualifying. Qualifying is the event. Like if you're going to buy tickets to a day, you want to go qualifying day because that's where you're going to see like the biggest story and the dopest shit. So I see it as like almost like a standalone event, and I think, there's obviously a lot of attention, celebrity-wise and whatever, on the event. To see something like that happen is almost laughable.
Yeah.
Like it almost, again, just shows that, like, they try and, make it into this big production and, like, look how much money we have and, like...
But the most important
everything
thing
is, like, perfect and glitz and glamour.
Yeah.
The most fundamental thing, it's just
there's no
failing.
track, there's no racing, and they don't get the track right.
Yeah, and then, like, literally, it just drags on the event even longer for nothing. Like,
and
there's
you had
nothing
to sit there. The last 10 laps of a Formula... Oh, that's a mistake. That was shaping up to be the best 10 laps of that race. You're not going to just be like, yeah, I'm going to call it here.
No.
You have to stay up and watch it.
Yeah, you're like,
to see
great.
what's going to happen.
If something is going to happen, it's going to happen now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm happy to give it to Monaco.
Yeah.
I mean, well done, Monaco.
That track's been around since, I think I saw today, we're looking up some stuff, 1929.
Do you think it still deserves to be on the calendar?
Yeah, like I said, as far as the Monaco Grand Prix go, this was a good one. You know what it makes me think? It makes me remind... Yeah, we talk about the NBA and stuff. The NBA All-Star Game is kind of a joke most of the time.
Yeah.
And they say, what would it take to
Same
make...
with the NFL version of that.
Yeah, but the NFL is like a double extra joke, isn't it? Because they basically touch football.
It's like flag football, I think, now at this point. They don't even touch each other anymore.
You don't even play in your game.
Yeah.
Like, at least basketball, you are playing your game. It's just the effort is just what differs. But they normally say, what would make the NBA All-Star game great again is if people just gave a shit. Mm-hmm. If people just tried and didn't want to get made a fool of or risked getting made a fool of by just actually trying. That's almost like what Monaco is. It's like, how do you make it great? You just have that one guy who's just going to go, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
That's what Kimi did. He went, you know what? I know I could just sit here and do nothing and just cruise around at 75%, do lap times that are 12 seconds slower than quali, and he made a fan out of me. Let's just go and get it.
I agree, and I commend that, and I'll even say that Kim's boyfriend, aka
Lulu,
I'll give him a pass because I'm sure that he was like trying to apply pressure to Kimi.
But he has no benefit in that would have been max out pace. There is no benefit to him being the second car.
No,
and back in the backup. No benefit.
So aside from those two guys, yes. But then the problem is you've got 20 other cars that are just you punching it in, punching it.
See, they should all be doing the best they can. There is no benefit to any of them. They would have been.
No,
there's just zero benefit. There is zero benefit.
Straight away, you had Hajar nursing an issue. No, that's not his fault. But you literally don't have cars that can get around him. He can then just park it in the middle of the road and just be like, oh, I guess this is my race now.
But we saw he was doing the best he can. He went off 2-3 times. Like that was him still trying to maximise effort.
You reckon, or just manage the car?
No, I think he was going as much as he could.
Okay, all right. Last category is the AFK category. Okay, so the 3 nominees for this one: Gasly's podium. Lol.
Yeah. Okay. What was that? What were the actual what position was he in when he got the penalty? The first one.
He was behind George, who had a penalty, and that's it. I think he was going to get third place.
So who finished third?
Hajar. Yeah, so he was behind...
Okay, so he was ahead of Hajar.
He was ahead of Hajar.
Okay, yeah, that checks out, I guess.
Behind George.
As long as events still played out how they end up doing and
it was his podium, but yeah, the
penalty...
So
in hindsight, he could have got a penalty.
Who?
Yeah.
He could have got a penalty.
Podium.
Yes. Yeah, the podium was his. Yeah.
Hindsight.
After all the dust had settled and everything, yes, the podium...
But what took it away? The penalty.
The penalty, yeah.
The same thing that took it away from George.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So maybe does George get an AFK mention for penalty?
No, because we were spoke about George, and I wanted to mention Hasley here because everyone was like, "Oh, my heart breaks for him," and I'm like, "Well, that's what you get for speeding the pit lane."
Twice.
And I also don't really care for Gasly, so
Okay. Arguable.
Yeah, arguable. But it was still a talking point. Okay, all right. You bring your own talking points next time. All right, if you don't like my talking points,
I'll do it next week.
B or 2 is Leclerc's brakes, which we've already kind of touched on.
True.
They went
left
FK.
the building.
Yep. And C, Lando Norris' championship defense. Just wanted to quickly slip that
Yeah,
one in there.
I like this bit. Slow news week for AFK, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's Monaco, you know.
To be honest, it's probably normally we're spoiled for AFK choices.
Yeah.
And it bodes well that it was a good Grand Prix if you struggle to find
You literally
AFK
can't talk about
nominees.
Cadillac and Aston Martin every week because nothing happens. There is nothing to talk about. So
Aston got a point?
No, but I'm just saying in terms of AFK.
Yeah, Sergio got 4 penalties. 3. I think it's 4 penalties. I got it written down.
How do you get 3 or 4 penalties as basically the slowest vehicle on the track?
Yeah, it's crazy.
How does that happen?
So he got investigated 4 times and he got 3 penalties.
Okay, right.
3 penalties.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
3 penalties. That is silly. Look, we've got to give Lando's championship defense, don't we?
Yep.
I mean, we called it.
He's
got to rival Sharks Villeneuve 98 championship defense levels.
We got an email from Sky Sports and they said, boys, if you're going to cover the F1, you need to allocate your you got to hit the minimum requirement of Lando talk, and this is where we're doing it. Lando's
we got to follow the same rules that they do.
Is non-existent.
Yeah.
We do, yeah, exactly.
I mean, I did hear someone did come on. One of the commentators did come in and start talking about Lando, who was running in 5th, and he managed to lose a spot at the Monaco Grand Prix.
yeah.
But they found time to come on and say what a great job he was doing, and it was a bit like, what are you talking about? Look up and down. Who's lost positions?
Yeah,
in the top 10.
Yeah,
literally.
One driver.
Yeah,
yeah.
So you're right. We do get everyone who's in the Formula One who's anything nearly attached to Sky Sports, including if it's just viewers of Sky Sports. Yeah, you have to hit the allotted time of Lando talk.
I don't feel sorry for him. Like, some people, probably Lando fans, or Lando bandwagoners, or Lando idiots. Sometimes we call them Lando idiots. Yeah. Brits. Those pommies. Yep. They want to hold them up as Formula One world champion, and he's just having a bad run.
Does he still have it on his?
I don't know.
Bio?
I haven't.
That was shocking.
I don't feel sorry for him, not because things are going out of his control with the car and whatever, because he certainly seems to have been coping with it better than Piastri. But in the way in which he became world champion, I don't agree with. So, there's no love lost.
There's no championship defense to be proud of because the championship shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Exactly. Well put. Put. That was exquisite.
Yeah. I mean, I said to you in Australia...
You don't often sound smart, but in that moment you did. Bravo.
I sound smart when you're not around. I've got to bring it down to your level.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I don't want to make you look bad.
Well, I don't, big words, they're hard to, say and listen to. And,
no, for sure. The... Going into Australia, I was gutted when Oscar obviously had the issue.
Oh, were you?
Pre-race.
You were gutted, were you?
Gutted.
Oh, wow. That's a surprise.
But I also had the second part of me that was like, he wasn't going to do anything anyway. And I reckon that's why, I expect, all I want to see is him win. If he's on the podium, I'm kind of like, I ain't watching the podium.
Podiums are honestly, podiums are nothing to get excited about.
No, I want to see him win.
And well if he's done. You still didn't win the race.
Exactly. If he's not winning, it just doesn't do it for me. It's happy to watch him do it. I want him to have a good race. You got to be consistent to be world champion, all these things. But man, if I just want to see him win a race, like he should have in Japan.
Yeah. Well, let's not go there. Easter egg is our final category.
I mean, for reference, I did message you. You said something about it's such a Mercedes. What'd you say? It would be such a Ferrari, or it'd be baller of Ferrari to bring, because they were speculating. If Mercedes pit, then does Charles back up the field? And you said that'd be so great. And I said, they are not McLaren. They are not going to pit first.
Yeah.
And what happened?
They're going to leave their driver out till very last.
You pit last and you let the chips fall. And especially when you got a bloody, what do you have, a 5-6 second lead at that point? Yeah. It's like, you don't pit first. No. Rule number fucking 1, McLaren.
Yeah. Well, they still haven't figured that one out. McLaren,
especially if you have a lead, which Oscar did 2-3 seconds in Japan. If you have a lead, you're not going to get undercut. Don't pit first. Fucking retard. Yeah.
You're making me angry now. Easter egg. So it is a stat or a fact from the Grand Prix.
Yeah, I do have one.
My one's pretty surface level, but I think it's worth noting. All drivers who have won 5 races in a row went on to be world champion, and it certainly seems like that's going to be the case for Kimi Antonelli. So, it's maybe not the most obscure fact that you've ever come across. I
could have guessed it.
And it is technically still fairly early in the season, but I just don't see anyone stopping this kid. I think it's already game over. I'm calling it here. Calling it now. It's game over. He's.
I'd be comfortable to back
the next world champion.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said after Canada, what was the gap then? 42 points. There was only 2 or 3 times in history that someone had come back from that deficit to win it. Mm-hmm. And now that has opened up by another 25 points. I'd be happy to go out on a limb and say that's never happened before, coming back from this deficit now. But I don't know.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I didn't see that as a fact.
There's no way. And if that's the case, it's like one instance. Yeah.
I mean, you got to look at what's happened the last 2. I mean, Kimi's 2 DNFs if you even out with Russell, but then he's still, double-digit points behind. And like 2 DNFs, I mean, come on, that's unlikely. Yeah. I mean, George didn't get a DNF. He just suffered other issues.
And again, like I said, if there was going to be a track that would happen to be this one, where maybe Kimi's inexperience puts him into the wall somewhere, but unfortunately there was none of that. Yeah. And then George copped, basically yet another DNF.
And Kimi hasn't lucked into these wins. He's shown pace. His pace is not about to drop off. Yeah. He doesn't have a... coming up over these next sort of 18 races, whatever's left, he doesn't have, like Oscar we're worried about last. We're worried about him getting to the American leg. He's shown he struggled in the American leg of the season. Kimi doesn't have any of that. No. If anything, Kimi struggled mid-year last year, but I don't think it was track-related issues. It was him issues. I don't suspect him going into Monza and these places and have the issues he had last year.
No, there's no way.
I think that was just a rookie, feeling it out. Yeah. It wasn't a track thing. Yeah. So you just look at how these two have performed, DNFs and issues aside, Kimi has had it. Oh, yeah. There is no reason to think, but George is, these 5 races, he's had really bad luck. It's like, not everyone.
No, but bad luck aside, he still hasn't been able to position himself into a spot to compete or win those races.
I think Canada's the only one where he was actually leading when something went wrong, like ahead of Kimi when something went wrong. Yeah. So if he wins that race, sure. True. But then he's still 4 wins, place 2. Yeah. Head to head.
Your Easter egg.
My Easter egg. I do have one. Kimi Antonelli, young fella.
Familiar. Yeah.
He's the first Italian since 1952 to win 5 straight races.
Yeah, the coverage covered that one. Yeah, so I'd argue that's pretty surface level as well. Yeah.
Do you know there's a previous Italian driver to do it?
Why would I know that?
Surface level? What is it? Who was it?
Well, I didn't say I paid attention, did I? Okay. I said the coverage had that.
Yeah, okay. Alberto Ascari. 1952.
Yeah, wow.
The 3rd year of the sport's existence.
Yeah, wow.
Was the last time an Italian won 5 races in a row.
Yeah, he's going to be the Valentino Rossi of Formula 1, isn't he?
How's that? I don't watch MotoGP, so explain that.
Oh, yeah, he's from Italy and he's got curly hair. He's got curly hair and he's a scrawny little fella and he's probably going to go and rip off like 8 world champions. Right.
Scrawny Italian, long curly haired fella. Yeah, checks out. I believe it.
See? I landed the plane.
The doctor.
Yes. You don't watch MotoGP, but you know him by his nickname.
He's a cool dude.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
No, I think we're pretty... I say this every week, but we should do the subscribe, comment at the start of the episode.
Go ahead and do it. Plead your case.
Like, comment, subscribe. Pretend I said this at the start. So for people who are still listening.
Is that the best that you have? Is that really the best that you've got?
What do you want me to say? That's how we'd appreciate you showing us the love. Yeah, we rock up every week. We pour our heart and soul into this for an hour.
All right. To save you from waffling on.
So, you what are you on your phone?
You have this habit of every week saying, all right, we'll see you next week. And you've been wrong like every single time. So I was just double checking. Barcelona is in fact next week. As of this recording, 4 days, 2 hours, 6 minutes, the event starts. So we do not have long to wait. As I mentioned to you before we started recording, 5 races over 7 weeks. So
this is the chunk of the season
this
that
is the
you've been
good
waiting
part.
for.
Yeah, this is it right here.
It's been rough.
Yeah. This is like, yay us.
I'm excited.
Yeah, then it's
so
followed
is this a triple header now or a double header?
No, it looks like double header. Yeah, looks like double header, then probably a week break.
Has to be a week and then triple.
Yep. I don't even think it is a triple after that. But July. No, it doesn't. I don't think there is a triple in there. But anyway, Spain next week. So yeah, spoiled with some back-to-back racing. Yeah. As Timmy said, like, subscribe, follow. And we will be seeing you next week.
Covering Spain.
Yeah. Sweet. Where I'm sure Antonelli will continue his success.
maybe.
Yeah, he will.
I can't remember who won it last year.
I can't remember. Oh no, last year this is where
this was the Max.
This was Max, yeah, running into George. Yeah. Oh man, how good was that?
Lando probably won it. That's probably why I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. We blocked it out of our minds. All right, GG's.
Alrighty.
We'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.